I was gonna start this video off with like a joke about how much anime I watched the past 4 days. But then my pride kicked in, so roll the intro. Boy oh boy, April was a month, boys and girls. I don't know what happened, you know, one day I'm paying rent, next day I'm paying rent again. April went by very fast. Maybe that has largely to do with like Valorant, but more on that later. I keep hitting the mic, I'm so sorry. But I have more to say than the usual monthly update, so let's get the lo-fi running, you know, future Tyboo. Get that going, and let's talk about my little breakdown over on the community tab on YouTube. So my first post was this graph of my failure. There was supposed to be a poll attached to this one, but it disappeared. So I did the poll afterwards, but you know, looking back on this, god damn, it was like 5 AM in the morning, and I was down there. I was down in the dark pit of fucking self-loathing. But basically, for people who didn't see the post, it was like me kinda giving up on YouTube because I haven't been gaining any new subscribers since like a year or almost like 2 years, and it really fucks my mental. You know, people say don't get hung up on the numbers, but I do. So I basically asked you guys for like, what do you think is the biggest problem with my channel? And almost like 80 to 90% of you guys said it's just For Honor. For Honor is dying, interest in For Honor is going, you know, going down by the second, which I understand. But then when I did the actual poll, you know, which get a lot more votes, you know, like 10 times as more opinions than the post before, it actually says like 60% of you guys actually says like the irregular content, the irregular uploads. That's the problem. And only 25% of you guys said it was actually the games that I cover, which is mostly For Honor, I know, but then when I go down those comments, it's basically just people saying I need to upload more. And while on one hand I agree for sure, I need to put out more than like a video a week, or like even like sometimes 2 weeks without anything. People gotta understand I do my editing and all the recording, all that stuff myself. I also stream on Twitch. More on that later. But basically, I cannot put out these videos like on a daily basis, alright? There's a certain quality I want to put in my videos, right? I tried it. You guys know I tried it in like last year, I believe. I did like 2 to 3 weeks of daily uploads of me just doing duels. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the most money I've ever made. But my channel like grew like by 0%. Actually, that's where it started. That's where like the stagnation kind of started. But numbers aside, I just didn't like doing it. Alright, I want to put some memes in there, I want to edit, you know, like some music, but that stuff takes time. Alright, so if for now I wouldn't stream and I would just only make For Honor content, I would be able to put out a video like every 3 days maybe. And that's ignoring the fact there is literally no content in For Honor, but we do got the events. More on that later as well, because I got a whole plan, boy. I got a whole list here of things we're gonna go over, so sit tight. But to finish the talk about my little identity crisis the past couple of days, I take great inspiration from people like Noob3 and Tuxbird, right? Two YouTubers I really enjoy to watch. Tuxbird's editing is too crazy, right? That's like one video a month or in like a month or two, and it's an amazing level of quality, right? For somebody who doesn't just do meme montages, it's amazing. But Tuxbird is definitely a level of skill I'd love to acquire, but the videos itself look like they take way too much time to make, so probably I'm never gonna make anything like that. But on the other hand, you have like Noob3, who plays always like 3 games. He just edits them, like cuts out the boring parts, adds some screams, adds some memes, you know, nothing too crazy, but his voice is very good, right? He sells it very good, his humor is good, you know, he's a very happy-go-lucky guy.
I don't know if this is a good map for him. So I haven't played Freddy in a while, so you guys can't bully me.
But once again, he uploads like once a month if you're lucky, and they can get away with that stuff because they got like over 1 million subs. But that's not my point. I'm just saying that doesn't matter how good you are at editing or like how fast you can do it, it's gonna take time. I'm not gonna do daily uploads. I want every single one of my videos on my channel to be like one I can be proud of and people can like rewatch, you know. You guys get it, I get it. Let's move on to games. Yeah! Oh no, before we move on to games, somebody said something about like give YouTube as much love as you give Twitch. True, I love streaming. Streaming is the reason I started YouTube in the first place, because I want to get like known on Twitch, but you cannot grow on Twitch by doing Twitch. You gotta like, you know, show yourself somewhere else. Huge shocker for you guys maybe, but But yeah, I love streaming, but you're right, I shouldn't neglect YouTube just so I can stream. But then again, the whole thing I got going with taking VODs and making videos out of them is kind of easier for me to do, because then I got an audience to talk to. I don't have to talk to the void like I'm doing right now. I'm talking to a stupid webcam. Oh, that's not true. I'm talking to you guys. Hello. Alright, but now we can move on to games. Oops, I hit my desk again. Game number 1, Valorant. Boy, oh boy, Valorant. You guys get some opinions on that game, don't ya? Let me start off with my opinion. I love Valorant. I've been looking for a competitive shooter for the longest of times, but Counter-Strike was too old. I tried R6 for a long time. I've got like 500 hours in there, but it's just too much, man. It's just... I love R6, but it is a pain to learn that game. A pain. I think my biggest problem with the game is the fact that all headshots one shot, right? You could be like seeing somebody and like trying to kill him with a marksman rifle, you know, from very far away. The guy fucking gets scared, turns around, sprays with like a stupid submachine gun, hip fires, headshots you in the head from like 25 miles away. I don't even know what miles are, and kill you. That's probably my biggest problem with the game.
What the fuck? The door is open.
So Valorant, it's a new, well, not really, but I'm just very happy with Valorant. I don't know if I'll make more content on it. Maybe like I'll do my ranked placement games and stuff like that, but not too much. Don't worry, it's not gonna be a Valorant channel all of a sudden. But I do like the game. It looks clean, it's easy to pick up, it feels amazing to play, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Next topic, For Honor. As we all know, Season 2 got pushed to June 11th, which is very far away, right? It's over a month. Good job, Tyboo. You can count. But to compensate, they are re-releasing... But to compensate, they are re-releasing all the events from year 3, I believe. Yes, the PP, Hitukiri, Yermungandr, and the Zanu event, which is amazing. I know we all want the Apollyon event back, blah, 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 blah. But them just showing that they are willing to do the events, like to do events again, is amazing. And I think they should be very smart about this and monetize it. Come on, make some money off past events, Ubisoft. Come on, you can do it. You can make some money. It's so fun to see how, like, for example, R6, you know, another Ubisoft game, is so huge, but they are so bad at monetizing it. I mean, Rainbow Six Siege is still stuck on, like, the Season Pass, what do you call it? Season Pass method? System? Whatever. Ubisoft, learn to monetize your games, boys. For Honor finally got a Battle Pass, thank the Lord. For Honor got something very cool going with the event Battle Pass, in my opinion. That's very cool of them. But all that content has nothing to do with what I actually want for the game. For me, it's an issue of playing For Honor without the fight system, the core fight system changes, right? Like, some part of me wished I didn't play the testing ground changes, because now I know what I'm missing. Because these changes were amazing, right? From the stamina reduction to the damage reduction, which, yeah, numbers were all over the place, but that's what testing grounds are for. The easier zone input, the consistent feints and lights, and no more delays. It was amazing. But playing For Honor now, without those changes, I cannot take it seriously, right? It sucks playing something and you know you can have better, right? It's just, I don't know, man. It's a mental thing. Maybe I'm just burned out of For Honor. Who knows? It's very hopeful, but I hope testing ground changes will come around with Season 2. Probably not, seeing as it takes them like almost a year to make, you know, the Centurion rework. That's one guy, alright? Imagine if they have to make changes to everybody, you know, all the damage numbers and stuff. That's gonna take another 10 years, let's be real. But the hope is there nonetheless. I'm gonna try and make some videos about the events, because they also bring back some like event game modes. So I'll see if I can catch anybody on Discord and have some fun with it. So that's probably the content for the next month. There you go. Now you know that. In other news, today, I'm recording this on the 30th. Today, Legends of Runeterra releases. Who cares? I care. I like it. But speaking about card games, Artifact 2.0 is, you know, is also in the making. I'm actually kind of excited. I don't know if you guys remember Artifact. Maybe it's best you don't. And speaking about 2.0 things, Anthem, I'm still waiting for Anthem 2.0 as well. Right, I bought Anthem like for like in $8 in sale, because I was like, you know, they're fixing it. So I'm still waiting on that. Last of Us is coming out. I don't care about Last of Us. I should get the comments flowing. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I really want to play it, but the 30 FPS, you know, thing on console really freaks me out. So I might have to wait for the PC release, which will hopefully come before I have my grandchild. Oh, and I'm watching Beastars at the moment. It is very weird. But that will do it for the monthly update. I am sorry this is like very incohesive rambling, but I'm not very good at this. Please, for honor, release the testing ground changes. Release the Snyder cut. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.